A Proverbs a day keeps fully away. You are welcome to another Proverbs reading daily. Has been your week, and today is day 27 of our Proverbs reading daily, and we take our verse from Proverbs 27, verse 27, and it says, "And you shall have enough goat's milk for your food." Okay, for the food of your household and for the maintenance for your girls. He said in Proverbs 27, verse 27, it says, there will be enough goat's milk for your what? Home. There will be enough goat's milk for the maintenance of your household and for that of your maidens. What is it telling us? Proverbs 27:27 is telling us about God's sustainability for what He has given to you. God makes the provision, God makes the earth to yield her abundance, and it's up to us to do what? To till the earth. It's up to us to sow, because Proverbs 27:27 is telling us about the maintenance of everything God has as well given unto us. All right, so we have some biblical examples to buttress this point, like in the person of Joseph. The Bible talked about Joseph at the age of 30 going around the whole Egypt, and making sure that the first 7 years, of abundance, he stored. There was so much for them to eat, and there was so much to be stored in preparation for the next 7 years of famine. And we found out that Joseph did a good job. He was content. He managed the resources well. He made sure that everyone in Egypt enjoyed the resources available during the time of abundance. And even during the time of famine, he also allocated and proportioned, the sharing and the foods accordingly. And that's another aspect of managerial skill, another aspect of capacity that was given to him. So the both capacity Joseph had during the times of abundance and during the times of famine were added advantage to him. And we know that he did turn out well to his favor. All right, thank you. So another example in the Bible that talked about, this is actually a verse of Solomon. If you can start from verse 23 of Proverbs 27, when he kept say from verse 3 and say that we should know the state of our flock, we should also give attention to our heads. And that's exactly what he's telling us, that we being diligent to observe and keep and maintain and share and be a blessing to what God has given to us, will help us to not only manage the sustainability but also project, will also expand even during times of famine, during times of difficulty. You say they will still be bearing fruits. We have an example of Isaac. Isaac sowed in a time of famine. Isaac was diligent to sow in the time of famine, and he reaped abundantly to the point that he was greater. The Philistines told him that he should go because he has now become greater than them all, because his produce yielded so much increase to the point that one man's resources was equivalent to the whole nation. Okay, so, and that's God telling us in Proverbs 27:27 that which He has given unto us, we should grow the capacity to maintain it and look forward to expanding, to generating more income, to generating more sources of how we can expand into different areas, which is actually availability. If we make ourselves available to do the work like Isaac did, like Joseph did, if we make ourselves available like these people in the Bible did to doing the work. Noah built the ark. He made himself available, and he tilled the time he put into building of the ark, and we found out that he and his household were saved. So this is Proverbs 27:27 saying there'll be enough, milk for you, maintenance of the maidens, for your household, for your home. All right, and that's the Proverbs city for you and I. Thank you, and see you some other time.